What's up, sports bettors? I locked in 3 sharp, mathematically profitable college football bets on FanDuel, so I'm going to share them with you. We're going to go through them. So the first one, as you can see on the screen, is Northwestern plus 6.5 on the first half spread, right? Plus 105 odds. So as you probably know, football betting is one of the most popular sports to bet on, and it's not an easy sport to beat, right? It's a lot more looked at by the sports books. They keep a closer eye on it than, let's say, tennis, right? But what we can see here is we're still able to use OddsJam to squeak out these edges and find mathematically profitable bets, right? These are known as positive EV wagers, positive EV bets. You can see them right here on the OddsJam betting tool. And basically what this tool does is it constantly scans, FanDuel, as well as like 50 other sports books that may or may not be in your location. I just, kind of have filtered the ones I use to show you line discrepancies and bets that actually have a mathematical profit margin, which is known as edge, right? So essentially, if you use OddsJam and you place like 200 bets, you're guaranteed to be up money due to the law of large numbers. You're essentially like forming your own hedge fund of mathematically profitable bets. And for example, why do we like this Northwestern plus 6.5? We can kind of go through this. So we can see, first of all, no other sportsbook is even giving us plus money on this play, right? DraftKings is giving us the second best odds at minus 105. So what we can do is use this no vig odds calculator, which is a very powerful calculator on OddsJam. And what it does is just removes the juice from a sportsbook's market to tell you the true price, right? So for example, on DraftKings, they're pricing Nebraska on the first half spread at minus 6.5, minus 115. In Northwestern is plus 6.5, minus 105. That's with the vig or the juice baked in. So as a sharp, profitable bettor, we need to remove the vig, remove the juice, remove the spread to get an indication of the true odds or the fair odds, which we can see are plus 104, right? Our bet on FanDuel for this Northwestern game is at plus 105. So we're getting better odds than the price that DraftKings is implying, right? Than the price that DraftKings model is spitting out. Now this bet looks even better to Caesars and Bet Online, right? They're both pricing this as a coin flip, minus 110, minus 110, which means both outcomes are 50% to occur, according to both of these sports books, right? Bet Online and Caesars have Nebraska minus 6.5 in Northwestern plus 6.5 on the first half spread at exactly the same odds. So the sports books obviously think that these outcomes are equally likely to occur, right? Bet Online and Caesars are pricing these, as 50% each to occur, which means the true price would be plus 100, right? And we're getting plus 105 on FanDuel. So once again, we're getting value to the true price. And then you can look at Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker. They're pricing this at minus 113, minus 105. The true odds is plus 103. We got plus 105 on FanDuel. So literally this bet on FanDuel is mathematically profitable to every single book in the sports betting market. Once you remove the vig, once you remove the juice, right? The way that every sportsbook makes money is they have their model spits out, an indication of the true odds and fair value, and then they just throw their vig on top of it, right? So Caesars prices both of these as the true price of, plus 100, plus 100, and then they just throw on their vig. They don't give you plus 100, right? They throw on their vig and offer you minus 110, minus 110. So that's the first play I have. Then I have a play on Buffalo, right? So lines have actually been moving pretty aggressively towards Buffalo, which is pretty interesting. You can see on the point spread now, Pinnacle has Buffalo plus 21.5, heavily favored, right? All the way to minus 119. This a bit earlier in the week was like minus 102. So they've taken, the sharp books have taken some action on Buffalo. So clearly there's sharp action coming in on Buffalo. So the mathematically profitable play here with an edge is going to be Buffalo plus 21.5. No other bookmakers giving us better than minus 110. And the sharpest sports book in the world is pricing this at minus 119. Seems pretty good, right? So just using data to find mathematically profitable bets that outweigh the vig. So you can see I got a ton of bets open. We got Oregon plus 17.5 versus Georgia. We got the Buffalo Bulls, not the Buffalo Bills, plus 21.5. So I hit that. And then the final bet I have is UTSA plus 175. So lines are moving towards them as well. You can see Pinnacle and DraftKings are both down to plus 155 and plus 156 respectively. So they were a bit earlier in the week at like plus 180, so they've been hammered down. We're still able to get some pretty dang good value at plus 175 on FanDuel. So I locked in this play as well, as you can see right here. FanDuel only gave me a maximum wager of 114.30. But that's really my like goal as a sharp positive EV bettor. Ooh, it's back. No, it's not back. This, it looks like, just moved down to plus 100, but I do like this bet, Army plus 2.5 versus Coastal Carolina. But essentially, like you can see, these college football lines are really starting to move now, which is pretty fascinating. So hopefully we're able to continue to find some good bets because, again, my goal as a sharp, profitable football bettor is literally just place as many bets as I can, from the OddsJam Positive EV screen every single day. And, you're guaranteed to be up money due to the law of large numbers. You just need to place enough bets, right? You need to place enough volume. So we can see here, this play looks pretty great, right? Under 60 in this college football game. So Utah State versus Connecticut. So maybe we'll have to do another video on that. But anyways, hopefully you found this video helpful, and let's make some money.